Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade, and I am here just to do a quick guidance for the day reading as I continue to try to work on these quick readings. But we're going to jump in, and if you are new to my channel, you'll see I have a lot of videos on a lot of different topics, but I'm working on doing these sort of shorter versions for you. So we're going to jump in today. I have pulled your cards for you. I'll draw you in with the stone that has a word on it, and we'll see what those are. And I'm going to pull some quick tea leaves for each of the piles. Let's see. I'm not looking. Pull that for one. Two, and I like this green one. Okay, so those will be our tea leaves for today, and let's jump into these readings if I can get. There's so many of these. Okay, I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. You can hear the birds going outside, so it's nice to get a little of that chirping going, even if it's a little cold out there. So for pile number one, you have health. Pile number two, you have peace. And then for pile number three, strength. So I invite you to just take a moment, take in a deep breath. Allow yourself to settle and focus. And tap into which one of these piles feels like it may have a message for you today. The timestamps will be in the description, so you can just go down there and go directly to your pile. If you feel called to more than one pile, please jump in. There may be a message for you. And with that, I'm going to go into pile number one for health. Hello, pile one. So you were drawn in by this health stone. So some of you today, there may be some things where you just want to, even if there's not anything that's bothering you particularly on the physical level, this is what I'm hearing in my head, you may want to just sort of take a mental assessment of where you are. Some of you may need to go ahead and make that appointment today, make that call to, just either see your regular physician for a checkup or do those little extra things that we tend to not want to do. To stay on top of your health, to do the additional checkup. Some of you need to go to the dentist. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so in terms of your tea leaves, you've got dealings or relationship with a man, inkpot, problems to be resolved, and target, a goal-oriented person. So I feel like this energy that I was feeling like around the health piece, around getting those appointments. It's like that one of the things that you can think about today is just what is like one or two tasks that you can just complete, focus on getting done. It may not be something that you actually have to do today, but like I said, calling to make an appointment or looking up that thing that you've had in your mind that you wanted to find out a little bit more information about something that is going on with you or something that's going on with someone that you love. Just taking a moment to do those steps. That's what I'm seeing for you for today. Now, I also pulled kind of just some oracle cards to look at the overview for the day. So I'm going to I'll put those over here, and let's look at your tarot cards. So the first tarot cards I pulled was really, I was concentrating on what might be a challenge or an obstacle or something that you need to be mindful of during your day. And you've got the Two of Cups. Lovely card. And the Eight of Swords. Okay, so both of these cards, when you read them together, Two of Cups could kind of represent that partnership, that connection, can be the love-centered connection, so it could be a partnership. I also can see sometimes the Two of Cups being a creative partnership, depending on what you're doing or like a work partnership of some kind, but it is love centered. So, or heart centered, I guess would be the way that I would look at it. And then the Eight of Swords is about diligently doing the work. So that reminds me of this piece of like, what are the steps that you can take today to be able to move yourself forward toward the progression of your goals? And with the Two of Cups here, today may be a great day to actually partner with someone in your work. Okay, so either if there's somebody that you regularly work with, kind of go to them to get some additional ideas or kind of have a conversation with them, or maybe it's within your family life, just getting in connection with your partners, discussing some ideas with them. They'll be able to help you to complete a task that you have on your plate. Okay. And so let's see what your other tarots. You've got the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords, that kind of confirms this, and the Nine of Cups. Lovely. So for you all, for this day, I feel like in regards to, one, staying goal-oriented, getting some tasks done, some simple tasks that you can just knock off your plate. But then in general, sort of staying in your sense of creativity and passion and moving forward. The Queen of Wands is very abundant. I love this image because she's got this peacock skirt going on. So there's a sense of like, but it's down. It's not like fluttering, right? So there's this sense of, kind of moving through your day, knowing your power, knowing your beauty, not necessarily having to flaunt it, right? Because it's just going to show. Your light is literally simply going to shine. All right. And then you've got this beautiful Page of Swords. I love this for you because it is like an aha moment. It is like wanting to fiercely pursue an idea or an insight that comes to mind. So along with what I'm hearing is that what I was saying before about getting those couple of tasks off of your plate. It's like, get some quick things done that you can get done so that you can do a deep dive or deep focus on something that's really lighting you up right now, something that you want to explore more deeply. You want to get into that Google search. You want to get into that book. You want to get into that conversation with someone deeply about this idea that you are thinking about within your day. And if you can do that, you've got this beautiful Nine of Cups, which represents the wish fulfillment card in the tarot. Okay, so things coming to a sense of emotional fulfillment, something bringing you joy. Really, that's what that card is. It's like something being granted to you from the universe, from the divine, from your guardians around something that you strongly desire that would make your heart sing. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for your day, which is beautiful. Let's look at the final oracle cards here. You've got make gentleness a habit. Okay, so as you're approaching your day, like there's a sense of just allowing the day to kind of flow. Go with the flow of the day. The world. I love this. Look at this. This is like, reminds me of this Queen of Wands for you, because it's like the world is there and open for you. And as you're exploring with the Page of Swords and looking at that idea, some new things are going to open up to you, and then you're going to be granted something that really fills your heart's desire. But look at the joy that she has there. There's like the hearts are all over her, like with the heart's desire, and that there's the whole world on top of her. Like, I love that. Okay, so there's really a sense of like, this day is opening the world to you. And then finally, you've got, look at that, recognition. So there is a sense of being seen in the spotlight, because we've got this peacock, but I was saying, you're going to quietly be seen. This says, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself to a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You deserve it. So in this case, with the recognition, actually, it is in alignment with what I was saying there. It's more of a quiet recognition, but really seeing yourself, seeing your own beauty, and doing something that is lovingly kind to yourself today. So that's what I see for you all for pile number 1. I hope that you have a beautiful, abundantly joyful day, and I will look forward to seeing you in your next reading. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is our day, the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is your reading. If you were drawn in with the Peace Stone, and we're just looking at some quick guidance for your day, okay? And we'll start with your tea leaves. Let's see, everybody got different numbers here. All right, let's see. So you have Rose, romance is in the air. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. And Quill, get back to the basics. It's interesting, you've got the peace card, and I'm just sitting here. I can hear the beautiful birds outside, and it's a very peaceful sound. It's cold out there, but there's beautifulness going on. And these cards here, like with the Quill, getting back to basics, and this romance in the air with the simple rose, it's just there's something very, it's like as you approach your day today, find joy in the simple things. Find joy in, just the quiet of your day, the quiet moments that you get in your day, even if they're few and far between. Allow yourself the time to breathe and go in, just go in. Even if it's literally just a moment that you are stopping at the counter to get your coffee, or, you're in the store waiting to check out. Like in those moments, allow yourself to just check in and breathe and see what's going on with you. But I get a real sense of, I know we've got peace here, but there's a sense of stillness that I get over this pile. Okay, so we're going to look at these after. I'm going to look at the tarot that was pulled for you. The first tarot that I pulled was kind of thinking about what would be your challenge for the day, but we'll see what kind of comes up. And you've got the Queen of Swords, strong card, and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. So it feels like for your day, all of you beautiful souls that chose pile number 2, there's going to be a need to balance your intellect and your sense of getting the job done, right? So taking the steps, so getting back to basics. What are you doing to continue to move your things forward? The King of Pentacles is going to represent the material, but is stable, solid, already extremely successful, has gotten there from doing the work on a daily basis, right? So there's a sense of full stability with that King of Pentacles, abundant, right? Very, very abundant. But then you've got this Queen of Swords, which is really about being blunt, being truthful, using your intellect to be successful. So it's like as you're moving through your day, it's sort of like this, I'm getting the sense of like cool judgment. That's the word. Cool judgment. That you're just like calmly going through your day. And as you see various situations, you'll find you almost have this like, what is that, like ninja type energy where you're just like, yep, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Just a sense of clarity that you can tap into to help you to kind of move seamlessly through your day. All right. Lean into your sense of balanced judgment as you move forward. You've also got the Knight of Swords. Okay. You're going to be moving fairly quickly through your day. The Page of Pentacles. This is really interesting because you're continuing with this balance of the sword, the thought, idea, energy, and the pentacle energy, which is around kind of foundational material things, and strength, ending with that beautiful inner strength card. All right, so and the strength card sort of represents taming that beast without and the beast within. I really think of it as a quiet strength, a peaceful strength, which is kind of sitting in throughout this whole day. There's a sense that you want to follow an idea that is coming to the fore. You want to go ahead and trust that your intellect is going to lead you to where you need to go with whatever idea is coming to mind for you, pile 2, as you're walking through your day. Because the Knight of Swords is actually a very quick moving energy, and it sort of represents, again, that intellect, but like making an idea come into fruition, taking the steps to move things forward. Yeah, there's also this sort of sense of like, just this says on her skirt, it says, right is worth the cost. A right is worth the cost. So she's being a bit of an advocate here, carrying the torch of justice and sort of moving herself forward. And so there's a sense that as you're approaching your day, when we're looking at it on kind of a daily basis, it's like just being very forthright in moving forward with your day, being very decisive in how you move by using your intellect to guide your actions, right? To guide your actions. And the Page of Pentacles, the pages represent kind of apprenticeship or youthful endeavors. And the Page of Pentacles in particular is really talking about a new project, jumping in on a new project, beginning to build a new foundation. And so leaning forward with that, with the energy of the Knight of Swords to move through quickly, it feels like as you're approaching your day, yeah, you're going to go back to basics, but you're actually going to be taking some significant steps to move some things forward in your world. All right. If you find that you're coming to an obstacle or you're coming into a situation where there's conflict of any kind between yourself and another individual, someone at work or someone in your personal life, the guidance here is to, uh, what I heard was, be still, my beloved. So the guidance here is for you to take a breath in and lean on your inner strength. Understand that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You are capable. Um, you are strong. You are able to do any task that is set before you. And what you don't have to do is you don't have to prove that to anyone else. All right. That is what I'm hearing. You don't have to prove that. It's already there. So you can walk with a sense of peace, and kind of getting the sense of sort of this peaceful warrior energy with you, where you have the strength, you're holding the strength. You can act in any way. You can move quickly, which you will in some ways in terms of moving things forward. But there's also a sense of like, if you're in a place of conflict, you don't need to push things forward. You can simply be at peace, take a step back, observe, be mindful of the situations that you're dealing with in your day. Now, for your cards, you've got take 5 or more minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling or a higher thought, doing your best to block out all other distractions. Okay, so there's really, in the sense of peace, right? There's sense of, remember I said, it's important for you to find those moments of stillness throughout your day. And so this is sort of taking it to the next level of when you have those moments of stillness, make sure that you're tapping into a larger thought. Thinking bigger about the possibilities for your life. Connecting with the divine, connecting with things that are beyond the mundane, right? They may be simple, but they're beyond the mundane. So for instance, like with the birds that have been chirping, which they've now quieted now, but just, to allow yourself to think about the beauty of the birds chirping, which is mundane, but that directly takes my mind to the divine and creation and life and all of its beauty and all of its intricacy, down to the simplest beautiful song of a small bird, right? So that takes you into a broader thought. So the thought is, when you get those moments of stillness, allow yourself to go in deeper, right? To go in deeper, connect with your higher power, your divine. From synchronicity, you've got fortune. Okay, beautiful. And I feel like the fortune that we're seeing here is in taking movement forward. This feels tied to the Knight of Swords, because there's something that may come to you today that is like an aha moment in which you need to take action on, and you need to go ahead and take that action. I feel that because this is saying fortune, and it kind of has the energy of the wheel of fortune, and then it's kind of got this sort of image of a clock in the center here. And it's just really pulling me in. Like there is something in which you'll want to take action on today that comes from a burst of an idea that comes into your mind. Maybe particularly after you've had a moment of stillness and you get sort of an insight that comes flooding in, and there's like one simple action that you can take on it. Take that step, beloveds, because that is going to bring you fortune. And then your final card is carry on. Although broken, you still shine. So some of you may be dealing with a hurt of some kind, but what they're saying is, as this day moves forward, there are many blessings that are coming in for you. Just get back to basics. Allow yourself to have peace and stillness. Lean on your inner strength and continue to move forward because good things are coming, loves. So hang in, all right? You are shining. I love this. She is so beautiful. Even in the rain, she's moving forward, okay? All right. That is the reading that I have for you today. I hope that you have a joyfully abundant day. Thank you for tuning into the channel. If you like the readings that you're getting here, please hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Strength Stone, then this is going to be your reading in terms of today's guidance. And we're going to jump right in. And I pulled some tea leaves for you all. And you all got, I think, the most amount of tea leaves. So you have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Lovely. Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. So we've got two thoughts, energies of change happening. Someone coming in, making beneficial changes by using your intuition. Love. Someone coming in, a love interest of some kind. Beware of greed. Pig. Okay. All right. Put this over here. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. When this idea of greed, I feel like the greed is twofold. One, obviously, it's like you being mindful of not being hoarding on to something too closely because you're in a process. You may be in a process of change of some kind and someone new is entering your life, but also using your intuition to see, to watch who you're interacting with, and if other people are being are exhibiting that trait of like holding on to things too tightly or being greedy in some way, just to be mindful of that, to like use your intuition to guide you to the right people to make the changes that are going to work in your life. All right. Yeah. Love is not greedy. Love is kind. Right. And so being, that's what just came into my head. So just be mindful of that in your interactions. I was going to pull your tarot first. So let's pull the tarot cards. The first cards I pulled, I was looking at kind of what might be a challenge in the day, but this is sort of turned into like just an overview of the day. So we'll see what we have here. So the Fool. And the Hermit, 2 very strong cards. So it's interesting because I feel like for your day, you're going to be kind of going back and forth between a need to have peace, a need to have some quiet, some time within yourself to go within, to connect with the divine. If you can carve out a good chunk of time today to be able to tap into that energy of the Hermit where you are being guided by your own light and your connection to the divine and being able to be still enough so that you can hear, that is going to be important. But then you've also got the energy of the Fool, which is about taking risks, trusting in the universe, and moving forward, sort of leaping with childhood abandoned into something new, right? And you've got a new person coming into your life. It's saying, use your intuition, right? So there's a need for you to be able to take some risks, but finding that balance of that peace with that Hermit. These are two major arcana cards, and they're very strong. So I feel like this is also tapping into the Hermit. Also talks about sort of spiritual enlightenment. And so we got this initial card around using your intuition. And we can best use our intuition when we're able to find the times where we can have stillness to connect with our higher power, to connect with source, to connect with our own inner guidance and higher selves. Right? So make sure that you find time to do that today, beloveds. You've got the Emperor. And this is the female Emperor. There in this deck has like male and female court cards and male and female emperors, I believe. So this is the female version of the Emperor. And this talks about, these are very strong cards. You got the Fool, the Hermit, and the Emperor. And this is about really standing in your power, owning your sense of authority in your life, and being able to maneuver the people in your life, or maneuver the circumstances in your life with a sense of strategy. Okay, so that you can have dominion over your life. Because understand that, depending on what your belief is, you are the commander of your ship, right? You're the captain of your own ship. You know, I believe my ship is captain with myself and the divine. But ultimately, I have free will and I am the captain of my ship. And so I need to move myself in the direction that is in alignment with my soul path and soul journey. And so this is a reminder to you that you have dominion in your life, okay? You have dominion in your life. And then you've got, well, look at that. Look at that. You have the Emperor. You've got both of them. This deck has a male and a female Emperor, and you got both of them. Wow. So this is really about stepping into your power, okay, Pile 3? Like, really, look at him. Like, he is just, this is about his intellect. They both have a crown on their head. The way you carry yourself into this day needs to be upright, okay? Upright, understanding your own strength and your own power. And being able to look at your day and be able to make the strategic moves that you need to be able to move yourself forward towards success. Lean on your intuition, but also lean on your intellect and your sense of strategy. How do you maneuver things to be exactly where you need them to be? All right. It's important, I keep being drawn back to this Hermit, because the way that you're going to know how to maneuver your day, move the correct people and places and things into the proper place is after you've been able to have stillness within yourself, connect to the divine, and get the clarity that you need. You hold all of the answers within, but you've got to be able to stop enough to listen. Okay, so there's a sense of you needing to listen and then take that calculated leap, because you have dominion over your life. This is a very, very strong reading. It's all major arcana. Very, very powerful day. Okay, I feel for you all. This is of all the piles. This day. Whenever you hear this reading, this is a timeless reading for whenever you read it, and whatever you're stepping into is it's a profound. There's some profound things that can make shifts that have a longer impact than, just this given day. Okay. So, because these are very strong cards. And you've got the Seven of Cups. Wow. So the Seven of Cups, this is saying like, it's just, I'm literally drawn right back to the Hermit card. It's like, you need to be still, loves, because you've got multiple choices that are before you, and you need to make sure that you are clear on which star is leading you toward your path. You've got choices, which is wonderful. It's always good to have choices. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. But the Seven of Cups lets us know that some choices are not the better choices, where some choices are illuminating bright, right? Remember also, because this just came into my head, everything that glitters is not gold. So be mindful that you are being still and listening to the divine. And when you feel guided toward making a certain choice, trust in your intuition and go for it. Okay? Take the leap, because the Fool is telling you that you can take the leap. You can trust the universe. You have dominion over your life. So just being clear, because you will have a lot of options and choices available to you to tap into your inner guidance and take that leap forward. I love this for you all. This is a very, very powerful, beautiful reading for you. You've got practice speaking positively about other people and events, and especially the future. Yeah, there's this sense of like you being able to, because we don't have the magician here, but it feels like it should be here, that there's this sense of you being able to manifest that which you so desire. So when you have that, what's important to know is that it's important that you speak life into your life, right? That you speak well and positively about your own future, that you speak well and positively about the people around you, right? That you're speaking life into your life, right? That you understand that you have the power of the tongue, and the power of the tongue is magical in terms of what you think on, what you speak on is what you can bring into reality. So on the double-edged side of that is being mindful of not being in the negativity, because that is, it's not that you can't have negative feelings. You can express negative feelings, but you want to be mindful about what you're speaking on, okay? What you're speaking on and how you're speaking of other, and especially how you're speaking of your future, okay? How you're speaking of your future. And you've got change. Look at that. And we got that from the very beginning. You know, there's a new person coming in. Use your intuition to make beneficial change. You are in a process of transformation. Whenever we see those butterflies, it's that unfolding that, you know, but it's beautiful that it is at the butterfly stage, because that means you're at the stage of flying. The change is going to come in. The wheel is going to turn. But this is a very passionate change card. I'm also kind of getting that there's a sense of, you know, we do have this love energy, and I love how it's sort of matching the colors there. So there's sort of a heart-centered change that is coming in, whether that's coming in with the new person coming in that's going to bring you sort of a love connection of some kind, or whether it's a new passion, something that you are, that just brings joy to your heart. You know, sometimes people bring joy to our heart, and sometimes projects and music and you know, nature and other things literally bring joy to your heart in a passionate way. And so just thinking about what that looks like for you, but there's a positive change that's coming through. And you've got, as I am, look at that. Don't allow your insecurities and overshadow your remarkable abilities. Don't allow your insecurities and overshadow your remarkable abilities. Wow. Yeah, you cannot let your insecurities stand in the way. You got 2 Emperor cards, well, 3. So you need to step into your full confidence, your full dominion, because you are reigning over your world. Okay. And if you don't feel like you're reigning over your world, you need to step fully into that power and understand that you need to speak into your future, speak into your life, and allow those things to come forward. You have multiple choices. If any of you are out there feeling like you're stuck and that you do not have options, you need to know that you do have options. And what you need to do is just get still, tap into the divine, and allow the situation to become illuminated for you. And you will know, because the answers are within. You will know what direction feels right. So just have the confidence to take that leap of faith, okay? Trust that the universe will catch you, all right? It's a beautiful reading, you all. Have strength today. Enjoy this beautiful day. I hope that you have a joyfully abundant day. Thanks so much for tuning into the Abundant Joy Tarot. If you like the readings that you're getting here, please hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and drop me a comment. Let me know what resonates with you. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, I will see you another time. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.